All right, just going to have a break in between vacuuming. Look, I'm going to make it very clear. Again, 2016 to 2018, you fuckwits were told. I already played a massive big prank on Deb Mears deliberately at the hub in 2017. Anchor yourself, you fucking wanker, Deb Mears. Never see one more dumb cunt come into this area like these wankers. Come in deliberately, driving into the area, and the ones that actually deliberately come in and pry. Like they have, I've called police several times and said, okay, enough over the years, it's ridiculous. This is bullshit that's gone on. I already said that these fuckwits, after I was lied about in October 2015, then December 2015, it's enough. So you can do your job and press charges. You know what's gone on. You know what's gone on. So, again, let me just make it perfectly clear. When I was harassed by some freaks of people that described Shane Childs to me, they thought it actually was related to me. Stop listening to my mother. Carol, I think we've all had a gutful. I know my dad has it. When I was trying to speak to my dad, I'm like, I'm sick of mum's bullshit lies about the Fleming side of the family. But she won't ever dare say anything about the Rackleys, will she? So I'm sick of it. Okay, let me go to my hair. My hair, I do not curl it. Did you catch the acting scene in 2017? In my bedroom in 2017 where I was rehearsing lines in front of the mirror and pretending to cry. Straightening my hair, actually. Yeah, I don't curl my hair. Okay, I've straightened my hair my entire life. Yes, my hair, when I was a baby and a toddler, I had straight blonde hair as a baby and toddler. But that's not unusual because you lose your baby toddler hair. Okay, my half-sister on dad's side, which is Sky Sheridan Fleming, looks exactly like the Flemings do. When she was a baby, she had blonde, straight hair. Blonde, dead straight hair. Then she lost her baby toddler hair and she's got lovely thick hair, which is the Fleming side. Thick, curly hair. My hair is naturally dark brown near black. I know why people said I dyed it. That's sick. You are sick in the head with your continuous bullshit of lies for 9 years. Those people are trying to make up stories that never existed. I want them charged. This is why I've stopped believing my twin sister Amanda and what she said in 2013. I will never believe her again because the lies that Carol have said now in the last 9 years. So she's told people I grew up in Tamworth. No, I didn't. I barely lived there for 6 years. My mother, Carol, moved there with her second husband, Mark Rackley, after they went there for a weekend holiday. That's the facts. So they went there for a weekend holiday. It's what Mark Rackley wanted. Back in 1989, Mark Rackley said it reminded him of where he had his first family in Adelaide, and my insane mother tried to recreate that. Basically, that's the facts. So my stepfather, Mark Jeffrey Rackley, his first family that he had with his first wife in Adelaide, I don't know what her name is, but the kids' names, because Daniel Rackley also lived in Tamworth. You've got Michelle Rackley, although I'm told that his wife was pregnant with Michelle, so it's not Mark Rackley's biological daughter. You've got Belinda Rackley, you've got Kimberly Rackley, you've got Daniel Rackley. Mark Rackley is a fuckwit, absolute deadbeat loser, and all these people that love him from that Freemason nursing home and all these nurses, really. Yeah, you're deadbeats. You're deadbeats. Don't fucking come to Sydney again, because I tell you what, I've rang police enough, and I'm not going to put up with fucking people from New England. I can tell you now. Alright? I've had a gutful for 9 fucking years. If I see one come from New England, I will grab them by the scruff of the shirt and smack their head in. And I'll tell you what, police were told too many times by me, arrest the bastards. I don't care what's gone on. I'm not from that area. I'm so sick and tired of being dragged into a scam. If you want to sit with me and I'll tell you exactly the bullshit stories my mother's come up with over the years. I've already told you when these pricks started harassing me after I was lied about in 2015, I played a prank on them. That's it. End of fucking story. Move on. Stop costing me money in damages. I've had a gutful. Right? As for Deb Mears, yeah, I did deliberately play a prank on that fucking deadbeat loser from Marriott Street, Tamworth, back in 2017 in the hub. Okay, I want to see her up on criminal charges, so with Michael Long. When you've got some idiot coming up to me going, I imagine you to be driving a ute and, you know, from a farm, and describing actually Shane Childs, my mum's nephew, who used to spend a lot of time at his father's property in Bathurst or Rockley, wherever that is, and was involved in Feverdale and these Aboriginals and all sorts of things. And Shane Childs was blonde, you know, as well. So, yeah, I don't get it. Look, I've had people make up stories and think that I was straight or say I was straight and I had girlfriends. I have never had a girlfriend in my entire life. I knew I was gay when I was a little kid. We were still living in Rooty Hill in Dunsmore Street. And I was very comfortable with my sexuality then. I came from affluent family, unlike my mother's sister's children, which were dragged up. So I was around my grandparents, my great-grandmother, my great-grandmother's brother, so my grandmother's uncle, and grew up going to the theatre and grew up going to art galleries and so forth. There was nothing that was pressuring me into being gay, what these insane people have made up in the last 9 years. All I was doing was giving you bullshit stories back. You gave me a bullshit story, I gave you a bullshit story back. That's it. Yeah, I did stop believing what Amanda said because of what's just happened to me in the last 9 years. And Carol actually messaged me when I was living in the US and made up this weird story, and I don't believe what she said about Evan. Unless maybe it's because of the bullshit story I said in 2016 when I knew that Peter Fry was getting surveillanced, because he told me. And I thought that's funny because Brett Aikenhead told me I was getting monitored and surveillance last year. So, everyone's getting monitored and surveillance. I said, well, let me put on a bit of an acting scene and see what's going on. Yeah, so when Peter Fry first actually approached me when I was walking my dog around Reg over side of Rushcars Bay Park in 2016, he walked up to me and said he was a good friend of Brett Aikenhead's, and I'm like, fuck this shit. But he also went on to tell me other stories as well, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this because now I've had a gutful. After 2015, I've had a gutful, and this is why I tell people 2016 was enough for me, which is why I've said I wanted that solicitor in December 2016, and that's it. If you did not help me get that solicitor in 2016 and resolve this, don't think you're going to come back to my life. You're not, okay? I spoke to specific family members and said, okay, this is wrong information, it's gone too far. I need a solicitor now to correct this now. Now. You didn't do that, so don't fucking think you're going to come back to my life, you fucking scumbags. Don't you dare. What? Bullshit crap that I was... Because someone said that, something about me looking like Mum's brother Denny. I was like, oh yes, well I do this. Like, bullshit, I have even no idea about Mum's brother Denny because we never grew up with him. Shane Childs and Christy Childs did. He lived with Robin Childs. We had nothing in common with him, so we barely saw him growing up. Didn't have much to do with him until after I was 21. And still even after that, it didn't. Shane Childs used to idolise him. Was always out camping with him or going hunting and so forth. Again, I told these wankers that's Shane Childs. Some other dickheads from Tamworth, so from Our Lady Rosary College, described perfectly Justin Pascoe. Here's the thing. So I was from social media, which is all social media bullshit, stalking. I had some fuckwit go, oh, I remember, didn't you wear your army? You were in cadets. And then you had a brother at the school. I'm like, no, and for a minute I'm going, hang on, do I know? I'm like, no, you've made me older than I am. And my stepbrother didn't move there until 1995, and you're talking about Justin Pascoe, so no, you don't know me. So with all this organisation and gathering, what was it? We're going to rally around friends and family, so we're going to break privacy and confidentiality laws, even though I've said to this organisation consistently, no, you're not going to go and rally around friends and family. You've been told by me the information you have is not true. You've misinterpreted the situation and you've twisted and blown it way out of proportion so there's no truth. What you're going to do is fuck off out of my life like I told you back in 2015 and 2016. You are going to fuck off, okay, because you're the one causing the aggravation and the damage. You are going to do exactly what the person, myself, tells you to do, and you're going to pack your shit and you are going to fuck off. Because if I ever get a hold of you, I will make you eat the fucking concrete, and there's not a goddamn fucking thing police will fucking do, because you were told since 2015 to put a stop to these people, groups and organisations, and that is your goddamn fucking job. To listen to the person themselves when I'm getting harassed by organisations and you've been goddamn well fucking told for 9 years, do something because it's costing me damages, and you've already been told the information's incorrect, so correct it. If you don't want to correct it, that's not my goddamn fucking problem. You were told by the person them goddamn fucking self the information's not correct. Go back and goddamn well fucking correct it. You didn't do that. So I got harassed by some fuckwit wankers for 9 fucking years. So I am not impressed at all. Not on a fucking daily basis. I didn't come back to fucking Australia to fucking visit people. No, I came back because you dumb cunts caused trouble in America for me, and I want a fucking solicitor, and you are going to pay what it's cost me for 9 years of fucking damages, whether you pieces of shit wankers like it or fucking not. Okay? I already made this perfectly clear in 2015. I made it perfectly clear in 2016. As for any fucking family member that I spoke to and said, right, the information's not correct, I need a solicitor to correct it. That's it. You want to help? Then you can specifically help what I asked for. When I'm in America, Carol's still going with her bullshit and says apparently Jeff Burgess' partner, Evan, asked me if I was ever molested by him. I'm like, what? You're fucking sick. And that was because my mother's always made up these stories. And that was me going, no, I don't believe what Amanda said now. Oh, sorry. And it's all Facebook media hype and purdy women getting attention. They're arguing across social media. It's like, oh my fucking God. Oh, who else are you going to talk? I said, oh, is it because Evan's fat and old now, Carol? You're picking on him? What else do you women? I said, and so I turned around to my mother and said, oh, funny, the only person I've ever known in my entire life to have any abusive behaviour towards children was you and your second husband, Mark Rackley. Oh, she didn't like that. Well, my mother didn't like that. I was like, well, it's true. Because your Mark Rackley is a very violent, like your second husband's a very violent man, the way he used to beat on children. But, you know, these wankers love him. And what's Mark Rackley's brother? Peter Rackley? Oh, he was a Parramatta detective for drugs. But his brother, Mark Rackley, was a massive big drug user. So why didn't Peter Rackley, Mark Rackley's brother, arrest his own brother? Oh, don't fucking start with me. I tell you what, for the last 9 years, I've had more than enough of this bullshit. All right? All these fuckwits like, oh, but he's angry. It's like, yeah, I'm angry. I'm fucking angry because you cunts didn't stop for 9 years since I've turned around in 2015 and said, correct the information you've got. It's not true. Then again in 2016, then you broke privacy laws, confidentiality laws, bugging, monitoring, surveillance laws. So I put on a fucking show for you from 2016 to 2018. That's all it was. Don't you dare play me for someone that's a fucking pushover. Don't you fucking dare. My hair, besides me just straightening it back just then, I have brushed my hair back straight my entire life. It is naturally wavy, exactly like Mark Fleming. And apparently my stepfather, Mark Rackley, had curly hair. I don't know that. Apparently he did for a brief time, but when Mum met Mark Rackley, he was already going bald. He was bald way back to here. Mark Rackley's bald. I'm sure his son, Daniel Rackley, will be bald as well. Like the Rackleys are bald. Don Rackley, his father, was bald. So you've got Don Rackley, my step-grandfather, so my mother's second husband's father, not mine. I'm not blood related. You've got Don Rackley bald, Mark Rackley bald. I think Peter Rackley's bald, runs in the Rackley family. I'm sure Daniel Rackley will be bald like his father and his grandfather. Like I said, these people, different families. I'm a Fleming, not a Rackley. But you won't listen for 9 fucking years. You just want to keep harassing me and I'm going to smack you square in the fucking mouth. Especially when you've got little frigging cunts that come into the area. Oh, what, you think the prank I played on Mark Henner was real? I'll get fucked. Mark Henner's a junkie. Mark Henner's a fucking junkie-ass loser. And that's all he was. Seeing what he could scab. Don't you dare come into my fucking area like these cunts did in 2016, 2017, 2018 and think I'm some fucking pushover that's going to let you pricks get away with it because I'm not some fucking pushover, mate. I've had a gutful. And I've had a gutful of everywhere I've lived for 9 years with the same shit when I've spoken to police since 2015 and said it's your job to do something. Because if I react to these people, I'm the one that gets blamed, but my reactions are more than fucking justified. And I've had a gutful. You've got organisations and groups involving themselves. You've got people who don't know me. Family members who had no idea who I was before 2009. And I'm paying for this. But I did tell my mother's side, who I rang up and said to my mother, look, I need a solicitor to correct this. And she's like, nah, because she wanted to friggin' scam a little bullshit. The crap. The fucking crap over my hair being near black. Well, my hair has been near black since I lost my toddler here. The only time my hair's ever looked blonde since my 20s is when I was going, and you can go to Anthony at Oak Hairdressing Salon. I used to go and get foils. blonde foils, copper foils, and chocolate brown foils to break up my hair. I don't do that anymore because I'm not some twink. I'm not a 20-year-old twink, so I don't do that anymore. My hair is naturally dark brown near black. I have naturally black features. That is my natural features are near black. Okay? When I'm getting harassed by New England people and they've got information that thought related to me and I'm there going, oh, that doesn't relate to me, but I know who you're talking about. Oh, when you talked about Shane Childs or Daniel Rackley or even some guy, Justin Pascoe, or then someone from Oxford was like, yeah, what, Darren Taylor? Yeah, I know who you're talking about. That's not me. Because all this, and this all started because of an organisation that was said, we're going to rally around friends and family. I said, no, you're not. So I told police, well, that organisation needs to be up on charges. As an organisation, you can go and whack them with a charge. Because organisations aren't allowed to break confidentiality and privacy and prying laws either. And if you actually look under privacy and prying laws, each time they break those laws, the organisation's meant to be fined $55,000. So fucking do something, because I've had a gutful of it for 9 years. I can loud enough speak for my goddamn fucking self. And I don't need some fuckwit thinking I can't go out by myself either with my dog. It's like, and that's one thing I say this now that pissed me off with Giovanni. But there's shit he was telling people. When I brought my dog in April 2015, he went for his first knee surgery. So I brought him in the middle of his first knee surgery. The guy had over-exercised him so much that his lactating patella was fucked. The English Bull Terriers get lactating patellas, and if they don't have it from birth, they're going to develop it. They're not made to jog. They're not made for long walks. They have never been an endurance dog. That is a Pit Bull Terrier. That is an American Bull Terrier. That is not an English Bull Terrier. So don't fucking start with me. I don't have the patience after you fuckwit organisations. Bullshit. For 9 years, don't you dare fucking start with me. Right? English Bull Terriers are known to be a social stroll around dog. Stand up at attention and that's it. They're a great apartment dog, lays around. They get hip dysplasia. So you're going to keep walking a dog that gets hip dysplasia from birth, basically. They get laxating patellas. That's a fact. I brought him in the first knee surgery when he's supposed to be resting his knees. And my ex-fucking wanker, Giovanni, kept wanting to take my dog out for long walks. I'm like, no, he's just had knee surgery. 2 knee surgeries on his one leg and 2 knee surgeries on the other leg. 4 knee surgeries. He tried to do the same fucking thing again in 2018. I'm like, don't fucking walk him. He's going in for knee surgery. He's got to have knee surgery again on his other leg. You're not fucking walking my dog when he's got to go in for a fucking knee surgery. You want to tell your little fucking groups and organisations bullshit about me being afraid of people? Be my goddamn fucking guest. But I'm going to be a cunt that keeps fighting back against you wankers. I brought a dog that's a city dog, that's a lazy around apartment dog. Because that's what English Bull Terriers are known for. So it suits my need. If I want to go out for a jog and a walk, I go out for a jog and a walk and leave my dog at home. If I want to go out for a coffee where I can take my dog and he likes it, I'll go out for a coffee with my dog. Alright? And I won't be dictated to by any goddamn fuckwit wanker group or organisation.